Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Piccadilly Stampin'.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Let's see if we can get people to start filtering in, and we'll start in a minute. So, how's everyone doing tonight?
Oh, there's people. Jamie Campbell, Angela Birch. Woo!
Woohoo! Hi, everyone.
Hello, hello, hello. That's up to 6.
That's awesome. We're supposed to
Judy
be...
Stump. Hello.
Hi, Judy. We're supposed to be getting a cold spurt coming in, aren't we, Bill?
Yep. Saying a bad word.
I know. I don't
Hi,
like
Jean.
it. So are we just going to go from...
We're going to go from summer to winter.
No. Don't say that stuff. Okay, who else is there? I see Kristen Tatum. I see Marcia. I see Jean. I see Angie. I see Kristen LaFrida Wenzel. I see Judy. I see William. That's all I see. Oh, I do see Jamie. Hi, Jamie.
Jamie
Campbell. I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah.
I see Nancy. I see Laura. I feel like
hello.
that romper, bomper, stomper, boo. You remember that? Tell me. I see.
I see.
I wonder if that was just a thing in our area, or was that nationwide? I don't know. I see Janet Rose. I'm so glad you can join us, and I'm so sorry you're going to be without power after 8 p.m. That is crazy. I see Beth Ann.
Sounds like.
Did you see Beth Ann?
Hi, Beth Ann from Philly.
So, hello, everyone. I just had to show off. I don't know if you guys remember. Let me pull this out here. I had talked about this.
You know, they're only 2 for 10.
Bill.
First come, first serve.
I talked about this last week about these reusable shopping bags. Hi, Joy. Welcome. Come on in. Well, I got mine today, so I was kind of excited about showing everyone because I think these are a little nicer than some of the bags that we have. These are super sturdy. It looks like it's a woven...
Laura says that bad word's happening out there.
No. We don't use 4-letter words. Not on this show. Especially if they start with an S and end in a W. We don't like that word. But I just think it's really cool logo gear. So it's a nice little shopping bag. This is the width of it, which is like, I don't know. Are you going to make me actually have to look?
Measure it out.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, looks like it's about 5.5, 5 3/4, almost 6 inches in width apart. They're pretty tall, they're pretty wide, and it's so cute. So anyway, I got these. It's a $10 purchase for 2. So you get 1 in each color. This one's Coastal Cabana. And then we have, no, this is Coastal Cabana. This is, why am I at a loss for words? Calypso Coral. CCCC. Anyway, that parts number is 153642, and these are only available while they're in stock. So if you want them, you got to kind of get to it. Right,
hurry up. 2 for 10.
He likes them, but we use those reusable bags when we go to the grocery store.
That's right.
So that's kind of a good deal for us, and I like that it's got some logo gear. So has more people popped on?
Hi, Karen, Kristen.
Hi, Sandra.
Sherry.
I haven't seen Sandra in a while. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Fran. Yay! Some people are joining us now. So let's get going with some announcements. My host code goes through the 29th of this month.
That's right.
Right? Okay, I want to make sure. Our new beautiful catalog. Bill has found his favorite, and I think I'm going to have to purchase this now. I don't have it yet, but I will be getting it, and that is...
that cardinal.
He really likes this cardinal one, so the Toil Christmas. So I'll be getting this bundle. What I really like about the bundle is that it comes with a cutout for it. We've had other cardinals before, but I really like the cutout. with it. So I'll be getting this. It is a distinctive stamp set. But if you don't have a demonstrator and you'd like me to be your demonstrator, I would love that opportunity, and I would get you one of these wonderful catalogs all for yourself. So let me know. Just send me a message here on Facebook. That would be fine. And I'll get one with your address, and I'll get one mailed out to you. Speaking of which, on the back of that, they have 25 products under $25. And I just wanted to show you this. We have more than 25 products for under $25. That would be wonderful gifts for anyone. But they just kind of give you a sample of what's going out. And I think it's really awesome because a lot of us know crafters and don't think about getting maybe a craft item as a gift. We think about crafting for people. But you can actually give stamp sets and stuff as gifts too. So, need a catalog? Get one from me. Need some ideas? I'm going to have some for you. What is this, Bill?
Paper pumpkin.
It is. It's Paper Pumpkin. So, Paper Pumpkin, when do they have to join if they want to get in?
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, you have until the 10th, so to tomorrow to join up if you want to get. They're doing, now let me look at this, I have to read it every time. 10 cards and envelopes for October's kit, for which I'm sure will be a Christmas theme. And then November's kit will be 24 tags. So if you want some Christmas cards that you don't have to think about, there's going to be 10 right here in this coming kit. And I think it's really cute. They do have a little cardinal in this one.
That's right.
With some birch trees. That's really pretty. I like the color combination. And then they got a little bit of wood pattern. Usually those little things, you can kind of get a hint of what it's going to look like. So that's pretty fun. The new paper trimmer. So I got the new paper trimmer today. Did you know that, Bill?
You mentioned it was coming.
Yes.
Ooh, look at that. Shiny.
Yes. It is. This was my reminder. So I did a little video, just a quick little video on it earlier today, just to kind of show my enthusiasm and excitement. I ended up using it on a couple of projects today, and I have to say I am completely thrilled with it. It is about the same size as our old trimmer, but it's a little lighter, which I like that because when you're toting your crafting garb around, not that I ever do, but I have friends that do, they might want to have something. The biggest thing that I really liked is it goes to 17¼ inches, which I think that's really nice. And also that they ended up with the measurements here so that you can go from 6 inches, and then there's the little increments all the way to your 7 inches. And I love that. The other thing that I thought was kind of cool is that they made the measurements on here in centimeters.
Beth Ann got hers today too.
Did you, Beth Ann? Awesome. They made the measurements in the centimeters and the inches, and that little line follows up perfectly to 5½. So if you're trimming a card base, you can just follow this line, and I love that. And then this stops at 6, so it's got a little edge on it, and it stops at 6. I like that it just closes shut and it stays so that doesn't flip open. I really like how sharp the blades are. That's a good deal. And I like...
Put your fingers into there.
Well, you'd have to be here, but... and I like the quarter inch increments here all the way down on the grid. So I'll probably be doing some things with this. I was practicing today. This is actually so you can, I didn't realize this earlier, that's so you can hang it like on a pegboard or on a hook. So that's pretty cool. Okay, enough about that. But
question on that though.
These
How
are
much the replacement blades?
I don't have that information right with me, but I'll get back to that.
Okay.
However, I do want you to know this is not available to the general public. So if you are a demonstrator, you get to pre-order that right now till the end of the month. If this is something that you would like to have, you could join my team and put it on your first kit order, and then you would get it also. I don't know when it's going to come out. There's been some speculation, but the company has not given us a definite time of when it's coming out for the general public. In addition to that, they also have...
The $12 for 4 blades.
$12 for 4?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. 4 blades? Woohoo! I like that. I think our last one was like 2 blades. So, our Christmas time stamp set is going to be available November 1 for everybody. And right now, yes, right now demonstrators can pre-order it. It's one of the perks of being a demonstrator is you get to pre-order product before it goes live to the public. So this is another item. I'm not going to go over this much because it's not available right now, but it's another item that if you wanted to join right now this month, you could pre-order this with your kit. So there's 2 things right now that aren't out for the general public that are available if you join up. And I have a wonderful team. We're called the Piccadilly Pearls. We'd love to have you. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. You don't have to sell like I'm doing. You don't have to recruit anyone. You just have to meet the quarterly minimums. And that's about like $25 a week or something. It's, so, you know, I can spend that when I used to go to Hobby Lobby and I would drop 100 easy. So Piccadilly Perks. We had another Piccadilly Perks winner. I didn't tell you that. Laura.
Laura?
Yeah, won Piccadilly Perks. So what are Piccadilly Perks? Piccadilly Perks is a rewards program that is just from Piccadilly Stamping myself. So you can earn free product of your choice just for being a loyal customer to me. This has nothing to do with Stampin' Up. It's just my little deal with you. So how it works is every $35 that you spend at a time, you get a letter from the word Piccadilly. Once you accrue all of them, then you earn a $25 shopping spree from me. But I'm also going to pay the tax and the shipping on that. So it's roughly a $35 value, all for free, just for shopping with me. So if you're going to shop and get the deals with Stampin' Up anyway, this is kind of my incentive to say, hey, shop with me. So the only thing that you can use clearance items. I've had some people recoup clearance items with that, but you can't use, this excludes the Celebration products because those are earned through Stampin' Up a completely different way, and you can't use it on the host sets because those are earned through Stampin' Up a completely different way. However, even if you're purchasing items and you're getting the Celebrations, you're still going to get my Piccadilly Perks on top of it. So it's kind of an added little benefit. And last for tonight, I have a 4-month holiday PDF workshop series. So me and a girlfriend of mine went together and we came up with a PDF program where if you buy the stamp set for one of these 4 stamp sets, it doesn't have to be in the exact month. We're going to send you the PDF for it for free. That's going to include at least, there could be more, but at least 5 coordinating projects that you can use to make with these sets. So last month was featured why can I never remember the names of this? Perfectly Plaid, I think. And then this month is the Harvest Hellos. So any questions off of that, Bill?
No, not yet.
Okay, other than the $12 for 4. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. I always like that I have Stampin' Sisters on here who support me and they always have the answers when we need them. Okay, so how many of you guys seen the puffy paint?
Puffy paint?
Woo-hoo! There was puffy paint in our new catalog. And I was excited about this because you get this whole little thing, which it goes quite some ways, for, I think it was $4.50. So I know one of my Stampin' Sisters out there knows this because there's a few that just know every piece of that book by heart. And if not, there's always Joy, because if no one can find it, we just blame it on Joy, right? But I think it's about $4.50 in the catalog for this Snowfall Accents puff paint. Anyway, we're going to be using that tonight. So I'm going to start off with a simple card and build up, but this is like so cool. My friend Tanya got this stamp set and she created a card in a group that I'm in, and I fell in love with this set. So let me just do a little plug on this. This is Peaceful Boughs. It has a coordinating die set to it. And I fell in love with this thing, with what she did, and I thought, I'm going to try to make something myself. So in the spirit of things, I went ahead and cut out the images that we're going to use. We're going to use this label, and we're going to use this little pine tree image. And I've mounted the spots, I think, which are supposed to be for snow, but I'm using them a little differently tonight. And the may the spirit of peace gently fill your heart. So I'm going to go ahead and put this away, but it's called Peaceful Boughs. I've got other ideas. This is just one I wanted to do with puffy paint. So let me move the project box out of the way. I cut these pieces out. I'm going to put this on here. You can see it a little bit better. This is actually, I have a set of dishes that are Coca-Cola. It's the theme in my kitchen. Anyway, and I just needed something because I'm going to use my heat gun tonight, and I wanted something to hold that down to so you could see how this works. Let me get my project pieces out. I'm starting off with a base. Now, was Marcia on here?
Yes, she is.
Okay. All right, Marcia, I'm going to show you a couple of ways. In fact, I can just show you on the brand new trimmer one way to get your, Marcia was asking me earlier this week about how do I get my cards straight. She says sometimes when she folds them in half, then she ends up having to trim some off. So I'm going to show you, this is the way, this is one way. So I've got this down on the 5 and a, oh, you know what? That's not going to work. On the 4 1/4 line. I'm so used to doing it my way. And then I'm just going to pull this over, take that score blade right over it. Can you see that, Marcia? Can you see the little score line in there?
Yeah.
So you can take it and then fold it right in half. So that's one way. And on the other card, I'll show you my way. This is just one way that you can do it. And then I still burnish it down. So this is cherry cobbler for,
really good.
Did it show up good?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Cherry cobbler. So I'm going to take my cherry cobbler. These don't quite fit because I still have 4 stamp pads that are in the old style. And I know my husband doesn't let me buy anything.
What?
I figured you'd like that. I'm going to stick a little...
Me.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble now. I'm going to stick a little scrap piece down. Now I'm going to use that piece that's supposed to be like the snowfall. And I'm just going to stamp cherry cobbler with cherry cobbler on here. And I'm going to stamp a couple. I really love background stamping. It's...
What are they, like all the
I think
berries?
it's... Oh, I didn't think about that. But I thought it was kind of like supposed to be like snow.
Could be that too, but with them being cherry.
Well, I just using cherry on cherry. There we go. Okay, so I just kind of did the edges of my background. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Now I'm going to take, this is that piece of the cutout that I was showing you. It makes this really cool label. And so I'm going to use this label, and I'm going to, I put that away and now I have to pull it right back out. Who knows what I'm going to do.
That's right. I thought maybe you were going to change colors.
I'm going to use this sentiment and stamp it in on here. And let's see. Hopefully I can get this some.
Hello.
Hi, France. Thanks for joining. Okay, now I can put this away. So I'm going to take a piece of scrap white, and let me move this out of the way, you can see it better. And I'm going to clean off my this image that I just stamped, because I thought a cool thing to do.
Hi, Barb.
Hi, Barb. would be to re-ink it in Garden Green. Okay, now I need to bring it back on my scrap piece because I'm going to be what's she doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm making a mess, right?
No. Never.
Never. I wanted to get the stamping done here ahead of time. So I'm going to use my paper snips and I'm just going to cut out this word piece. I may need to get just a bit closer. Getting hard to hold when you get it like that. I just want the word piece cut out. Well, so far, so good for having a little bucket to... Okay, so I wanted that cut out because I'm going to use my mini dimensionals. Actually, I know how I did this. I went ahead and on these side little slivers, you can cut really tiny pieces if you need them. And I need them. Because I want to pop this up over that word piece in the red because I think it's just going to give it a little character. Anybody saying anything?
Cool.
Okay, so now we've got the background and we've got this focal piece. So now let's go on. So I'm going to just pop this right up over the word piece so that it makes a different color. And it just, I think piece is a good word. Piece. Anybody here from the 60s or is it just me? I was born in the 60s. That should count, right? Okay. Now my next piece is the puffy paint. So I'm going to take the puffy paint. I went out and pre-cut a couple of these with, this is Pear Pizzazz and then this is Garden Green. And I've, just because the process takes a while, I didn't want you guys to have to sit through that. So I did the other three. So I have 2 in the Garden Green, 2 in the Pear Pizzazz. Let me show you how to use it. So this stuff is thin when it comes out. And I've heard people say, oh, this stuff is really thin. Well, you gotta know how to use it. So it comes out really quickly. So you don't need to use much. And you're just gonna go through and I'm gonna make like little snow. And since I don't need it because I'm gonna have a few of these stuck together, you don't need much. So let me stand up here and hopefully you guys can see. It's just, it looks kind of like a little dribble of milk on there. It's kind of weak. But then you take your heat tool, and I love our heat tool. It has 2 settings. I'm going to get it hot over here. Doesn't take long. A tip for doing this, I'm using this because I lost my clipboards in the flood, but my mother was quite intelligent with saying, clip it on a clipboard and then you've got something to hold it. Well, I don't have a clipboard, so I'm going to clip it on with my finger. You can also probably use a clothespin if you need to. A tweezer. But the reason why I have something behind it, maybe you guys can see, the reason why I have something behind it is because it'll curl on you. So let me pull this out and let me put this in my hand and ta-da, puffy paint. And so it just looks like a, like a little shimmer of snow.
You could use chopsticks.
Who?
Joy.
Joy said she'd use chopsticks. That's a good idea.
She said she used them.
Just hold something to hold on to it. Right. Okay, so I went ahead and I did these in Pear Pizzazz too. And then, of course, the one I just did with you now and this one. So, in the Garden Green. So, let's build our card now. We've got all of our pieces and it showed you that wonderful puffy paint. I'm just, what am I looking for? I just all of a sudden blanked out, you guys. What am I looking for?
No.
I know what I'm looking for, my snail. That's it. Okay. Whew. Let's go like this. Now, how I like to do things is I try to map it out in my head first. So I know that I want these behind there because as you can see, look at this building up. It's pretty, isn't it? Pretty, pretty. Let's do maybe one on top of here. I like that. And then let's do the other color on top here and see what that looks like. I want them to be just a little bit, there we go. So I think what I'm going to do is just put, I am now using my snail as fast fuse. I'm making the little check marks. I don't know why. I just realized I was doing that.
I hadn't really paid attention.
Well, good.
What you were doing there.
So let me get these kind of the way I think I'm going to want them. And then let's get this one here. The way I think. I think that's two. Let's do this a little bit differently. Let's take this. Oh, no, that is pretty good. That is pretty good. So let's get this one here. And then this one up top. And I think I want it more that direction. I want it even more this direction. Love it. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some snail down here.
And you still snap it.
I still do it? Mm-hmm. It's a habit. It's a hard habit to break. I got used to fast fuse. I love fast fuse. And so I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3 times here, like so. Clip it off. And I think I want that just kind of off to one side. Let me get some dimensionals. Were there any questions about that puffy paint or anything?
No, not yet. They're just talking about using different holding methods.
Yes.
Using tongs and tweezers and chopsticks and fingers.
I should borrow some chopsticks from Madison because that kid. So I come into the kitchen one day, this was a few years back, and my daughter is sitting at the kitchen table and she is eating a bag of Cheetos, and I see she's doing it with chopsticks. And I looked at her, I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, I don't like to get the little cheese dust all over my fingers. So I thought that was kind of ingenious, really. All right. So there's our first card with the puffy paint. Cuteness, cuteness, right? Everyone loving it?
I'm loving it, yep.
Okay. Am I getting some hearts and loves?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now we're going to go on to we got a few techniques. It's a simple card, but we got a few techniques. So let me start off with unloading and telling you about this and what we're going to be doing. And let's put that back. So let me start off with saying that my need from, you see a question?
Brushes.
Oh, you see brushes. Yes. I thought you said you saw a question. My need for organizing things is, it's turning into a thing because I never used to have this issue before. But I keep my brushes labeled, and all I did is print this out on a computer, orange and yellow. So I'm using a brush. This is my 3rd week in a row showing these brushes. I swear next week I won't use them. I've just been having a good time with them. But I organize them by color families. So reds and purples, I'm going to be using that one. Blues and greens, I'm going to be using that one. And so I kind of do that with my sponge daubers too. But anyway, organizational tip, everyone likes them. Let's get out some scratch paper again underneath of this project. I'm going to be using Itty Bitty Christmas and Holly Jolly Christmas. I'm not actually using the set. The set is what inspired me. I'm going to be using the die cut for the Santa cutout, which I've done here in a basic black. Isn't he cute? Oh my gosh, he's so stinking cute. So, but for the project that I wanted to do, I wanted the word believe, but it was too big for what I wanted. And I remembered that in Itty Bitty Christmas, we had one that said believe, and it had the little star on it, which I thought was really, really cute, but then that was too small. So I ended up with Christmas cheer because I liked it. So Itty Bitty Christmas just for the sentiment, and Holly Jolly Christmas just for the die cut. Both sets you can save 10% on if you buy them together. So, yeah.
Wow.
Okay, we all like saving money.
That's right.
Okay, Marcia, just for you, I've got a card-based Knight of Navy, and I told you I'd show you my way. So I take my my card and I line it up with my fingers on top so that I know that I've got that flat, and I'm pinching it with my 2nd finger and thumb. I lay it down. I put my fingers in the middle. I come down the middle with my thumbs and I go out. That's just how I do it. And I hope that helps. I've showed you 2 methods. I hope one of them you'll find works for you, but it's pretty straight. I mean, that's what works for me. So this is a card-based set of Knight of Navy. And then I have got 2 pieces, but we're going to just start with one of Whisper White. This is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to start doing some coloring. So let's get some Pretty Peacock, and we have to have Knight of Navy because we got Knight of Navy, but then just for my mother, we're going to have a little Rich Razzleberry. So this is the combination we're going to be using tonight. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty, pretty.
Very
okay.
Nice.
You'll like that, huh? I'm going to start with the Knight of Navy. So, again, with these brushes, remember to hold it. This part's kind of flimsy. You want to hold it here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do what I used to call sponging, and now I'm going to call brushing. But test it out a little bit, and we're going to come here and we're going to go over. Look at how easy and how quick that goes. I love it. Let me not smash Santa there. Isn't this awesome? Now, someone was telling me recently that they don't like how the edges look too dark, but when you're putting it on something with dark edge, no one will ever know. They were like, I cut them off because I don't like the edges getting so dark. But trust me, you might see it when you're looking down at the white paper, but when I put it up here, you really don't notice it. Okay, so I've done my Knight of Navy, and I'm going to come back with my Pretty Peacock, and I chose this because it was a little different intensity with that green in there. So it's going to be kind of my big boy, my dark. So I'm going to come back over what I just went through and go just kind of on this upper edge. I don't know if you notice or not, but I tend to start off the page just so you don't get that. Okay, so you see I've got the Pretty Peacock. Are you caught up with me or not yet? Not quite?
Yeah, no, you just put the Pretty Peacock on.
Okay. So they can see the difference. And then I kind of determine if I need a little bit more Night of Navy in here on that second part, which, oh, I like how that turned out. Okay. Gonna put that away. Now I'm going to change brushes because this is my blue-green brush. I'm going to my red-purple for my Rich Razzleberry. Rich Razzleberry has got quite a intense, I would say, color. So definitely test. See how crazy bright and fun that is? When I first started with Stampin' Up, this was my mother's favorite color, and it still is to this day because I just asked. Okay, so I'm going to go back here down farther. I don't want to go back into my green and blue up there, but I want to mix into this blue. And I'm going to start off and come across. See that intense color?
What brushes are you using? I just want to know.
These are some foundation makeup brushes that I got off of Amazon, but you can get brushes like this at any like Walmart kind of
Walgreens.
Yeah, where they sell cosmetics. So as you can see, it just goes on. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Okay, that's that. Now I have another piece. It just happens to be cut at the same measurements, but as long as it is the 5 1/4, it you know, it doesn't have to be the 4 inches because I'm going to be cutting off most of this, quite honestly. So what I want to do is I'm going to put those away now. I want to rip this paper, this white, and kind of across here like so. Now when you see this paper, and I don't know if you guys can see that, you see how there's that torn edge? Okay, keep watching because that's the fun edge. So I'm going to make this come here and be like a snowbank, right? Over that area that we just did. Before I do that, I do want to pull this out. I want to pull this up so you guys can see it. I'm just going to hold it there. It's just kind of a plain, I mean, it's the colors there, but I'm using, and I have different sets of these, and this is my one with alcohol in it, just rubbing alcohol. And it is an aqua painter. And I want to take this aqua painter and I want to get it pretty juicy down at the bottom there. And I don't care what you use. I'm just going to use my Wink of Stella because I have it here. But take it and do some splatters on that. And that, you can do as much or as little as you want. I want just a hair right there. Okay, so let me show you what this does. Can you see that speckled look in there? Okay, that's where I get the speckled look from. And like I said, it is just some cheap rubbing alcohol. Okay, so now we've got that. Another little fun technique on top of all of this. Let's take our green glue, and I want to determine, there's one side that doesn't show the ripping as much as the other side, and I tend to like the side that shows more ripping. Does that make sense? Like one side you can see where it kind of comes down, and then the other side it's just kind of ripped. I hope that helps. I like the side where it shows the ripping. So I'm going to glue this on with a little bit of my green glue. So that I get that nice little seam. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Then we go back to puffy paint. Love the puffy paint. So like I said, it kind of goes on. It's got a real thin little applicator, but it kind of goes on like milk. It's just like skim milk. It's just very thin when it goes on. But I want to add all the way on each of these peaks of the ripped paper, and maybe a little off. I'll add a little more up on that kind of hill. And then I think I'm going to come back in here and just add some. I maybe got a little zealous. All right, so you guys, here we go. This will make your paper kind of warp a little bit. Again, this is where the clipboard comes in handy. Maybe I'll try, do I have anything that I can put down? No, that won't work. I don't want to ruin my thing, but I'm going to hold it down like this. I don't think that'll work. Okay, well, let's get puffing.
Hi, Tara.
Hi, Tara. Okay, so I got my first set of paint down. Now, if there's any areas that you want to add more to, go back. And I do. This, I feel like, didn't get as much puffy lovin' as the other side.
Puffy lovin'.
Puffy lovin', that's my word. Now I have this on the high speed, mostly because I'm rushing it, because we're on live and I don't want that going in your ear all night. So I will stop. I may have done another little bout of that. It still comes out really cute. So now I've got a little puffy. A puffy? I have a puffy. A puffy. All right, now in that bin right behind you, there should be my Memento ink, my Tuxedo Black Memento ink. Will you hand that to me? Thank you much. I'm gonna use that Christmas cheer like I told you I had decided I wanted to. I want to sample that. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to put that right down in this corner. I just like...
Somebody wants to know where Izzy's at. She's right over here by me.
She's at work. She's at work. She's our guard dog.
That's right.
Okay, so now that I have that on there and it's starting to kind of cool off a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and take this back. So we've done the sprinkles with the alcohol. We've done the puffy paint. We've done the ripping. Old techniques, all just revamped for what you're doing, but sure makes quite an effect. Well, let's glue this down to our card base. You can see just the pretty night sky coming to life here with that. What do you think, Bill?
Looking cool.
Looking cool.
Cool.
Sometimes you crack me up.
I try.
Now, oh, I love it. I love it. Let's bring Santa back and let's put...
the baby.
All right. We didn't know you were going to get dinner and a show, right?
Mm.
He starts singing. Let's bring Santa, and I'm going to do some mini dimensionals here on the reindeer and sleigh.
Very cool, awesome, beautiful.
Oh, are these comments? Okay. So let's put him going up in the sky. Like so. You can just about hear him say. Okay, now, before we finish, let's do a little glitzing up here. I'm using the Wink of Stella, and I'm going to come back in and right over this puffy paint, I'm going to go right over it so it has a little shimmer, because is Angie on here? Angie loves Wink of Stella.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Haven't seen Don yet tonight.
What about Tater?
More Tater.
He don't love me anymore. He's after you now, after that post. Okay, so I've added a little shimmer here right on top of that puffy paint. And then, because it ain't good enough without some more bling, let's add a few stars in the sky. And I like this one. And I like this one. To go with our little splattered background, I thought this would be kind of cute.
Isn't that a Bob Ross happy tree, this one?
Are you Bob Rossing me here?
I am.
You crack me up.
Happy
Okay.
song.
So let me just pull this up. First of all, I don't know if you guys can see the shimmer on the puffy paint or not. Does it show?
We haven't cut it.
I'm trying to get to it.
A little bit.
You can see a little bit. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think?
They loving it. Hearts galore.
I just think it's just a fun, cute little card. Now, like I said, this has a few more steps to it. So probably you just make this for a few special people. And, you know, if you wanted to, you could even get into like maybe putting some trees in the background or whatever. But it's just so much fun. So let me get the other card back here. And if you wanted to, you could actually do some shimmer on your puffy paint for the first card too. I mean, you can never have enough Wink of Stella, really. Can you? Not according to Angie Lawrence, you can't. Ask her, she'll tell you no, there's never enough. So, a little bit there. So, two very simple cards Very fun. I hope that I have kind of eliminated some puffy paint woes, because I have had some people say that the puffy paint runs a little thin. But I can tell you, if you look at this little splotch, it really doesn't. It's just a matter of heating it and making it poof and come to life. So that's that. Now, what do we have left, Bill? Oh, we do have, no, we got something else left. I have some fun that I have to share too. I got some cards.
Ooh, cards.
Some more cards came to me. This is from my good friend Kelly, who is actually family, but we didn't know each other very well until recently. And this is really cool. Look at this. It opens up. Is that not the cutest thing?
That's cute.
That is adorable how she did that. Anyway, so I had to share that one. This is, by the way, this set has gone at a reduced price on sale in the clearance rack, 15% off for this whole bundle, Bill.
Really?
This was like an $80 bundle. Yeah, so pretty awesome. But this is from my good friend Kristen, and I didn't get this set, and it's so beautiful. So I think she just really thought about me when she sent this to me, because we have a fondness of pink together. And then Danielle sent me this one. Now this is from Paper Pumpkin, and so it's a pop-up. Isn't that cute? So thank you, Danielle. And then I got this one from my beautiful friend Janet, who's going to have her, she always does some kind of embellishments on the inside and then on the envelope, but she's about to have her electricity cut off. So Janet, I wish you a good night. And then this one came, and I just think this is absolutely beautiful. This came from my mom, and I had to show. She went all those years hanging up all the stuff I did on the refrigerator. I gotta show off Mom a little bit. And it just has the stamping on the inside, but isn't that just cute? It's kind of a play off of a card that I did a while back. But so I wanted to share those with you too. Okay. Let's get to the drawing. Where's the drawing case? Oh, you have it?
I have it.
All right, you guys, we're going to let him draw. Okay, hold on. He gets so, reach your hand in there.
Dig it in the corner. Ooh, out of the corner.
I folded that one up purposely. And
Don Lawrence.
Don Lawrence. Okay, Don, you are the proud winner of a couple of cards this evening, so I will probably get those into the hands of your wife. But thank you so much for sharing my video. I appreciate it. You guys, I really do hope that you enjoy the tips and tricks that I taught you tonight. And if there's something that you want to see, please let me know, because it gets hard. I've been doing this for a couple years now, and every Wednesday night having to come up with something and not knowing if there's something you want to see. So let me know if there's any ideas on that realm, and I'll be glad to help you out. And otherwise, I will see you next week right here. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.